I must ask you a question. I freaking love. Look, they've even animated these mustaches. Look, can you see it wiggling? Can you see the tips of it wiggling? I put this on Necros, you know, for funsies. And then I realised one of the best moustache combos on a Warframe was for our lovely Atlas. And I don't know where I'm going here. I don't have either Atlas at the moment. I have, ooh, stuff and things. Ooh, got the wall. So yeah, Atlas. So as you can see, I've got the Atlas main blueprint. I'm guessing I got that from doing the, is it the Jordis Golem? Oh my goodness, that's such a handsome moustache. To do the Atlas mission, I am pretty sure you need an Arcwing. As you can see, I got myself a Kuvazar recently. It's a lovely little weapon. Let's go and find ourselves... Editing out the coughing. Let's go and find ourselves an Atlas blueprint or two. I think it's Eris. I think it's this. Let's do it and see what happens.
It knows you are here. I can feel it wake. Find it. The Furliad pod. Is that it? I really thought you had more. Have you been using them?
Ah, did I need to put them on?
That is not enough for him. You are just like all the others. You won't kill the golem. I don't want you to.
Oh yeah, it's this psycho. And poor Ordis is just trying to navigate us through it. So I think this was, I don't know if it was part of the quest. I can't remember. I think it was. And I have done a video on it. I think I called it Spicy Space Monster.
For the parts, just like the others, greedy scavengers. Do not care about Jordis.
No. Alright. Okay. Find the golem. I am the golem. Here we go. Yeah. Wow, that's a big one, isn't it? Look how big that is. And pick up the Furliak pods blueprint, and then we have to wait.
Sorry, operator.
Huh? Yeah, we have to wait.
Wonderful Furliak. I regret to inform.
And you could fast forward that bit, it would make life so much easier.
Please, they did.
Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where you get Atlas. Takes a moment. Oh god, I just coughed all over myself. So you gotta go around the back. Stay back, stay back. Shoot it in its rear end. It's usually where the flames are coming out of, and obviously you can see numbers coming out. Where is it? Where's the giant space monster? I've lost it. Oh man. I don't know if it heals itself in between, I'm not sure. We're close. We're close. There we go. And we're done. I think we're done.
Ordis, you came to save me. Free me.
to extraction. Where is extraction? Where would that be? Where would extraction be? Any ideas? Yeah, sure there. Hey, we're Atlas Systems, and we're on our way. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to do this, but as you can see, I've just got my... It's a very basic... Oh, you can't see it here. It's a very basic Ordinata Archwing. It's not the Ordinata Prime. I haven't formatted it or anything. My Mausolon I got with my Necromech. Oh, your actions have consequences. Oh. Right, let's do it again. So you saw it was flashing before. It still didn't mean I had. It's not that I hadn't completed the star chart. It still allowed me to unlock Steel Path. There are certain nodes that they've added in that they don't class as. I'd already done it as part of the quest, so it was fine. I think it was flashing because I just hadn't gone back to it to do it outside of the quest. Yeah. Oh, it's like amazing, right? The quicker you can whiz through this, the better. What? I know I'm in the wrong fucking place. Yes, we have been using them, and I'm stuck in a room that I don't want to be in.
That is not enough for you. You are just like those guys. You won't kill the golem.
I don't want you to. I mean, this would be so much quicker with someone like Titanium or Volt or Gauss or Wukong even. I think Wukong would probably be the quickest. There we go. That's just my Squelchy taking that down. And you can see he rears up his belly, and it's his belly that's the soft spot, so... My god, I wish you could fast forward through this bit. Just gotta fly around and hope for the best now. It doesn't seem to show up, does it? The extraction. That's a problem. Oh, there you go. Just keep flying around. Your optics, yay! So all we need now is the chassis. Wouldn't it be lovely if it just dropped all three in a row? That would be super kind of you, game. Save me a bit of time. Ah, there you go. I don't know if there's an actual extraction or whether it just extracts you. Oh, damn it. Okay, well then rinse and repeat this until you get the bits you need, and then I'll bring you back in once I've picked up the chassis, but I'll also then bring it back in when I've built Atlantis. Atlas even. And it was literally the next one. So it's just taking me under 4 minutes per mission, so it's not too bad. I've been recording for about 25 minutes all in, so that's not too bad to gain yourself a new Warframe. I don't know if you have to pick up the main blueprint from that mission as well. The Jordus Precept. So I'm pretty sure this is where you get, yeah, the Atlas blueprint. There you go. So you've got to do the Jordus Precept to get the Atlas blueprint. I don't think you can buy it from the market before that, maybe, possibly. Yeah, component blueprints are acquired by defeating the Jordus Golem. Its last name location is Eris. So usually you can buy a blueprint for a Warframe, but the ones that are linked to quests, you can't. There's no option to buy it. Anyway, so there you go. That's Atlas blueprints obtained. Let's put the chassis on to build. Anything special? Yes, typical. Ooh, cryotic and argon crystals. So just be aware, you need 1300 cryotic and 2 argon crystals. So I'm just going to shoot off real quick and get myself some argon crystals, and then I shall get that building. Off to the void we go. That's the dojo, not void. Okay, guys. I just changed colour, obviously. I was orange and now I'm red. I feel festive, you know. And I picked up 2 argon crystals. I was going to say Orokin cells then. And we're going to build Atlas chassis. So we need 1300 cryotic and 2 argon crystals. Rest is like pretty standard shizzle. Let's get building. Next time you see these components, they will be in Atlas and Atlas will be built. I will not bore you with the interim. So By the magic of editing, here comes Atlas. Oh, hi guys, it's Coffee from the future with an even worse cold and cough now. But I'm having to do a talkover because I was obviously so delirious with my virus that I updated my PC and didn't notice that it kicked out my microphone settings from my recording setup. So here I am from the future going over what I was merrily chin-wagging away at before. So let's look at Atlas's abilities. As you can see, his passive is that when he's on the ground, he becomes immune to status effects like knockdown. Then landslide, you bash enemies with an explosive sliding punch and repeat for a devastating combo. Petrified enemies, which is the third ability, take extra damage and drop rubble when destroyed. Rubble can heal Atlas and bolster his armor. Stats are boosted by the melee weapon mods that you have equipped. So his landslide ability is actually very useful. You just grind thonking people. And if you've petrified them first, they drop more rubble, which gives you more, I think, armor or health. Tectonics. Summon a bulwark, which I end up calling bollocks, rock wall, activate again to send the rocks crashing toward the enemy. Bulwarks, or Atlas's bollocks, attacked by enemies, release an area of effect slash powered by the health it has lost. So it actually damages enemies that attack it with the slash effect, which I didn't actually know before I started reading through these abilities. And then we move on to Petrify. Atlas's hardened gaze will fossilize foes, heal rumblers, which is the fourth ability. There we are. And create petrified bollocks. Bulwarks. When shattered, petrified enemies drop healing rubble for Atlas. So this rubble attaches to Atlas. You actually see it start to stick itself to his bidet. The rumblers. So yeah, it's kind of like you need to do like pop abilities 4, 2, 1, 3 maybe, or 4, 2, 3, 1. So his rumblers summon 2 elemental stone brawlers to the melee. Summoning petrifies enemies in close proximity to Atlas. When finished, rumblers collapse into a pile of healing rubble. I think you can also like force them to collapse as well if you pop the ability again. So this healing rubble essentially is like extra armor, or it heals his health first and then goes into armor, and you'll see that in a little circle in the bottom right hand of the screen, extra armor, but it does constantly diminish as well, I noticed. And then we have his passive, his tip, land successful landslide punches back to back to deal more damage to the next enemy. Petrified enemies drop rubble when killed that can restore Atlas's health on pickup or increase his armor if his health is full. That's pretty damn useful. Landslide's damage scales based on mods from his equipped melee weapon, which they've already told us. I don't know why they're repeating themselves. Petrified enemies killed by landslide drop rubble. This rubble is like, this is the stuff that makes Atlas pretty tanky, because if you use his abilities to attack enemies, it drops this rubble which sticks itself to him, as I've repeated myself. I know I'm delirious still with illness. Anyway, so we're going to take Atlas out for a little, we're going to take him out for a little spin and see if we can rank him up and see how useful he is. Now, I will end up helmeting this Atlas, but I only need one more part for my Atlas Prime, which is the Neuroptics that he's vaulted. It's very hard to get hold of. It's expensive. It's about 50 plat at the moment on the market, but we'll see. We'll see. I might be able to do some trading and bolster up my plat, and we'll go from there. So let's take Atlas out for a spin, but first I got to make him pretty, and I think I forgot to put the moustache on him. No, before I took him out, I actually went to have a look at his augment mods, which you can get from your syndicates.
May punish our enemies.
Yes, Redvale. He's got such a sexy voice, a bit like me. Path of Statues, a landslide augment, leaves a trail for 12 seconds of something. Tectonic Fracture augment. So these just help your abilities. They bolster and boost your abilities up. So you get 3 walls there with 100% health. I purchased that, as you can see. And then the Ore Gaze. Petrify augment. Petrified enemies are scanned into the codex. This is actually very useful and have a 25% chance to drop more loot. So this would be good for like when you're loot farming, kind of like a Necros kind of boost. I didn't know that about that augment mod, so I'm possibly going to buy it in the future. I don't know if I bought it now. No, I ran out of standing. So yeah, very exciting.
Then we move on to the Titanic Rumbler. So it basically creates one giant rumbler instead of having two, with 300% health and 400% extra damage. Reactivating it will cause him to slam to the floor and knock down enemies in 15 meters. I guess that's radius. Oh, and Rubble Heap. There is another one. A passive augment. When above 1400 rubble, which you'll be able to see in the bottom right hand of the corner, Landslide costs no energy, which is your first ability. It deals 2 times damage and travels 2 times faster. So, I mean, that's okay. I personally was really struggling to get over 14. I was struggling to get over like 100 extra rubble armor. So, you know, you've got to pick your battles with the augment mod. Some of them are great and some of them are just like, meh. They're just a bit of fun, aren't they? Anyway, let's pretty him up and take him out for a spin now. So, as you can see, I went with like a plain black, white and a little hint of red. You know, we are going to helmet this Atlas. Don't get too attached now. And I realised actually it was Atlas Prime that the moustache really suited. And as I had mentioned, I don't have Atlas Prime at the moment. But I will work on it. I will get him. I will get my primed versions. And this Atlas will go into my helmet. So really he's just affinity fodder at the moment, but it was just nice to farm him, find him, and remind myself that Atlas is actually very, very useful. And I kind of wish I'd farmed him nearer the beginning of this playthrough. But here we are, farming him for affinity now. So as you can see, I'm just loading up my Kuvazar and trying to make it look all pretty. And yeah, I didn't put the moustache on this one in the end. I'm going to say it's because, you know, of design preferences. But I just totally forgot. I can't lie to you. My beautiful Kuvazar. I'm so pleased with this Kuvazar. As you can see, it says unranked, but that means I've just formed it. I think that's my second former I've shoved in it. So I'm working on the Kuvazar as well as ranking up Atlas. So I believe I'd already modded Atlas up at this point. I'm not going to take you through that because it was some Billy Basic mods. I haven't potatoed him up or anything. You know, we just wanted to put something in him. Booster up his energy and his ability strength. I didn't actually put anything, I think, in for his health and shields. So I'm going to take him out on a relic mission. And we'll see how he gets on. I'm not going to talk over it because it's just me blathering on in a very snotty sore throat voice. So we'll put some music on and we'll just enjoy watching us ranking up Atlas.
This embryonic fluid injector has been recalibrated to wreak havoc on Tile Regor's cloning operation. Defend the injector for as long as possible to ensure maximum damage. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
so that was a little bit of Atlas being ranked up doing a relic mission. I managed during this mission to, I think, unlock 3 of his abilities, it looks like, yeah. And I like the Petrify, it kind of freezes them in place. So I guess you really want range as well as strength with Atlas. I hadn't really thought about it until I was watching back the footage. But yeah, his 3rd ability, followed by then maybe landsliding the enemies when they're sort of frozen in place. You can see in the bottom right there, his armor circle is going up. Well, it was going up. It was like 170, now it's going back down again. But it fills up that circular bar. And that's because his health is full. And if his health wasn't full, the rubble that was created from popping his abilities, I think all 3 of them maybe, the first 3, give him rubble, which is basically extra health and armor. So he heals himself essentially and then protects himself. He's pretty tanky if you use his abilities in the right order. So I think to unlock his 4th ability, I actually went to Sedna Hydron, which we'll see next, obviously. But I was having fun, like, on this sort of slightly lower level, figuring out how to use his abilities the best. And I think maybe, I don't know if duration or combo duration would have an impact on his first ability, because it says it's linked to your mods that are in your melee weapon that's equipped. So that might be worth, paying attention to, because his landslide ability seems quite potent, especially if you get his ability strength up. So there's a lot to actually think about with Atlas. I like him. He's tanky. He feels like he's not going to go down easily. He's not going to die easily. So I'll be interested when I get Atlas Prime to do some work on him and see just how tanky we can get him. The only thing is, this Atlas runs so freaking slowly. It was like, I'm so used to Nether, like, zooming around the place. Never mind. So, yeah, we're gonna see what reward I get from this mission and then move on to Sedna, guys. What do you think of Atlas, by the way? Let me know in the comments.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
So in my delirious state, clearly, have I mentioned I've been ill? I forgot to put arcanes in him. I realised at this point, oh my goodness, I need to put some arcanes. My arcanes aren't great at the moment, but again, I am going to start working on Eidolon hunting so I can build up some better arcanes and, all the other places that you get arcanes from. I was getting some good ones from the Zariman bounties, to be honest. And as I may have already also previously mentioned, I didn't want to do too much work on this Atlas because, as you can see, I'm only missing the neuroptics from Atlas Prime, and all I got to do is bite the bullet and buy them off the market. It's 50 plat-ish for Atlas Prime neuroptics, which is, a lot of money for one blueprint, but I suppose that's what you get for vaulted primes. Any hoodles. So as you can see, I have shot off to Sedna Hydron because this is just the place to go and level up a bit quicker. And the other thing that happened was on the weekend they gave a double affinity booster to every player that logged in, which was delicious. That popped up on Friday with Barrett, and I think it's still in place, maybe possibly if you log in, I don't know. Get on it, I would. And that really does help if you've got a load of stuff to level up. Just go and get it done, man. Earn that affinity, and then you can get rid of stuff as well if you don't need it. So that being said, I really do need to go and earn some more field run samples and things and stuff and build some more dojo weapons. But let's have a look at the Rumblers. Oh my goodness, I was so pleased that the Rumblers came out to play. They're literally like dirt management, and they will just go around thonking everything on the head for you. And I don't know if they help your armor at all. I don't think they do. Maybe if you trigger them again and collapse them. But you can see my ball there. That will potentially boost my armor. I actually don't know what it is that you're doing that boosts your armor up, but there you can see it's shot up from like low teens up to over 100, so I don't actually know what I did there. So Atlas, if you can work him out and boost the armor up, man, I don't think much is going to take him down, and I like that. That's appealing. Survivability, he's not a very supportive frame, but generally I just think if you want to survive, he along with Rhino and Neza and Revenant, They have all these, I mean, there are so many other Warframes with like the survivability thing, but healing abilities like Wisp, you know. Oh, delicious. I do love this game. There's just so much to think about all the time and to be tactical about. And in the meantime, you get to jump around like a god dang it space ninja, looking shiny, sparkly, pretty, amazing, and powerful. And what's not to love, man? If you're not playing Warframe, like, are you even a gamer? I'm joking, I know. Each to their own. But in the meantime, I'm just going to let you watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll wrap Atlas episode up. But thanks for bearing with me. I was really sad to find that I couldn't hear my dulcet tones. I was so excited about the Rumblers in the first place. Every time I popped them out, I literally went, the Rumblers! You know, we've missed out on it. It's just not the same energy now, is it? I'm joking.
Reinforcements available. We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Well, there you go, guys. A very mildly chaotic Atlas episode where we went and farmed his blueprints from the Jordus Golem and then took him out for a little run. I forgot to put his moustache on. I forgot to make sure my settings worked. I had to talk of it. It's just been chaos. Things will improve, I promise. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of Atlas. I don't know if you noticed when I was popping his landslide ability, he would become invulnerable, like his shield and health would go silver every single time. So that's actually very useful to know, because as long as you're popping that landslide ability, you're not going to get taken down by anything. I think there's so much potential. So I'm definitely going to work on getting Atlas Prime. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. In the meantime, my darlings, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for subscribing, if I could say that word. Blah, blah, blah. And I really do hope to see you in the next one. But in the meantime, you take care now and goodbye.